Hello and welcome to this Manse talk for the month of February 2021. I think all of us feel that after a long winter we are finally beginning to emerge into more hope-filled days. And our prayer is that this spring an increasing sense of optimism will be felt amongst us. I think there was a great sense of optimism and joy when we gathered together via Zoom for an after-church fellowship time last Sunday. In some ways, I think AFC has come rather late to the party regarding Zoom. Some churches were there almost from day one. I think I've only really begun to get to grips with the technology over recent weeks. But it was just lovely to see people in those breakout rooms, meeting folk that perhaps they hadn't seen for almost a year, engaging in conversation and having this time of fellowship. And we hope, perhaps not every Sunday, but now and again to be able to offer those Zoom after church fellowship times in the future. You'll be interested to know, I think, that the church is going to be used as a testing station. This happens from Monday, I think that's the 4th of February. The Alfred Ellis Hall has been transformed, and this has come about. One day we had a phone call from the army. Could they come and do a reconnaissance visit to see if AFC might be appropriate? They were working on behalf of Buckinghamshire Council, who along with the NHS want to offer this testing facility. It's primarily, I think, for key workers, so that they can come and be tested on their way to work, have the results of the test there and then, and therefore be able to go to work with some confidence that they haven't got the virus. We've said to the Buckinghamshire Council that they can have the Alfred Ellis Hall for a period of 1 month, and then it will be reconsidered in the light of our own user groups, possibly coming back on stream in the late spring, early summer. It's good for us to be able to do something positive for the community. Lent starts halfway through this month. I think the first Sunday of Lent is the 21st of February. We're going to do something a bit different, once again using Zoom. We're going to be having a series of night prayer Zoom sessions. That's every Monday evening throughout Lent at 9 o'clock. If you'd like to be part of that, then just send me an email and I'll send you the access codes. We're going to be saying the office of night prayer, listening to some music, perhaps getting people to do a few reflections. And we're offering this night prayer, the office of Compline, via Zoom, not only to our own congregation, but also to other friends in Cother, offering it to St John's and St Michael's. So the first Zoom night prayer will be held at 9 o'clock on the Monday, the 22nd of February, just for half an hour. If you'd like to be part of that, please send me an email and I'll give you the access codes. We're delighted that the editorial committee of Family News have been able to put together another really fascinating and interesting church magazine, and these will have been emailed out to you, and some people have received them through hard copy. Our grateful thanks to everyone who worked so hard and has worked so hard over this last year to make Family News possible. Well, we've had a couple of church meetings now on Zoom, and next week we have another elders meeting via Zoom. We have a lot to talk about, and one of the things will be when we return to in-person worship at 10:30 a.m. on a Sunday. All the elders will have chance to share in that discussion and to make a vote, and then we'll broadcast through the internet, through the church website, our decision after that meeting, whether we stay closed for a few more weeks, I don't know, or whether we reopen. We'll have a good discussion. So please bear the elders in mind in your prayers for next Tuesday as we come together. So I think there's a lot to be hopeful about. As I get in contact with members of the church, I'm really impressed that so many people have already had their first vaccine. And I hope that eventually will make folks feel more confident and able to re-emerge back into life, normal life, life as we knew it before the pandemic. But nothing will be quite the same again, and we're looking forward to having some discussion afternoons in the late spring, early summer, as we think about church life and how we might go forward. Because I guess bit by bit we'll be restarting, but we won't restart properly until probably the beginning of the autumn. Well, whatever you are doing this day, may you know the blessing of God upon all your activities and God's peace resting upon you and upon those you love. Goodbye and God bless.